What is going on, guys? It's about 100 degrees today. It is hot. I got my visor open right now, just trying to get as much fucking air as possible. As you guys can probably see, I'm back to the good old normal street bike helmet. I finally cleaned out the throw up. If you guys didn't see that video of me throwing up in my helmet, make sure to check it out. It's it's pretty funny. I still watch it sometimes and just fucking laugh at it. It's hilarious. But anyways, yeah, so I've had this helmet for 4 years. Yeah, about 4 years now. And it's actually the first time I've ever cleaned it, which is probably kind of gross. But I was always worried about taking the pads out inside the helmet and not being able to like put it back on correctly or some shit. But I finally did. Cleaned all the inside out, you know, nice. Got all the couple apple chunks that were in there, so it was good. I got it cleaned. You know, like I said, I definitely like wearing the dirt bike helmet because you get a lot more airflow, especially when it's 100 degrees out, than you know, this street bike helmet. But it's kind of nice to wear something new. This helmet's definitely a lot tighter than my dirt bike, like as far as on my head, and I guess it's just good to get a good different camera angle as well. So this past weekend I actually went dirt biking quite a bit, and I'm sure you guys saw that my previous videos that I posted. I rode a lot. Saturday, I met up with some guys off Facebook. It's a NorCal dirt bike group, and I never rode with them before, but we did some gnarly fucking single track, and none of it was really hard single track, but the problem I was having was I just could not keep up with these dudes. They were on it, and that was the first time I'd ever rode single track before. And it was also the first time I ever really rode that bike on the dirt. So it was a crazy learning experience on Saturday riding with those guys. The single track was awesome, and I look forward to getting to learn my bike a lot better and maybe changing a couple things like the gearing and just becoming a better rider, because I was definitely one of the slower riders in the group, and I felt like I did pretty good when I wasn't tired. But you know, that single track is just, it was so tight, and I got tired really quick. And then when I was getting tired, I was making mistakes, and I fell a couple times. Nothing crazy though. So it was a bunch of fun. And then Sunday for Father's Day, I went riding with my dad, my father-in-law, and my younger brother, and we just did nice, easy, some forest fire type roads. Just kind of just had a good time, just, you know, cruising along. I didn't really go crazy or nothing that day, besides a couple little times where I was, you know, getting some good speed. But it was a bunch of fun, and I think I put in total the first 2 days. Whoops, I gotta get in front of this thing. The first couple days, or those last 2 days, Saturday and Sunday of riding, I probably put a good 80 or 90 miles on the bike, with about 40 of them on Saturday and about 40 on Sunday. Except on Saturday, I rode for about twice as long, or maybe even 3 times as long, but the going was pretty slow on those single tracks compared to the fire roads. Now the funniest, oh, thank you person for scooting over. The funny thing about it was today when I had to ride to work, and I hop on the FC09, and the first thing I do before I can even like get out of my driveway is I stall the damn bike. And I stalled the bike because I was so used to the hydraulic clutch on the Husky And this thing felt like an alien to me. Oh, is the 06 or Ground Sport? Couldn't tell. Yeah, this thing felt like an alien to me. The throttle, the spring or whatever in here that, you know what I mean, snaps the throttle back, is way stronger on the FC09. So you really have to, like, you know, it takes a little bit more work. The clutch takes more work. The seating position, although, you know, about the same, is still totally different. So I actually stalled the bike when I was leaving, and then for the first couple minutes of riding, you know, after riding for 2 whole days on the dirt bike, it took a couple minutes to get warmed up to this. That's kind of the whole point of this video, and it goes to show you that it's really fucking nice to have 2 bikes. And I'm not trying to like throw that in, you know, anyone's face or rub it in or say, ooh, look at me, I have 2 motorcycles. But it really makes it nice, because if you're ever kind of getting bored of a bike and you want to switch it up, it is super easy just to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna ride this bike today. And you know, you get on that bike and you go ride it, and it feels like a completely different bike. And that's the cool thing about having 2 motorcycles, especially different motorcycles. I mean, completely different, you know, street bike to, you know, dirt bike, enduro or whatever. So it's a pretty big change, and it is just so much fun to jump on something different and ride. It's like having 2 girls that you get to fuck. Except neither of them get jealous whenever you ride the other one, and there's no drama. That's the best part about having 2 bikes. Obviously, 2 bikes isn't within everyone's means, which I understand, but I'm just saying it's nice to be able to get on something different and kind of switch things up. Although at the end of the day, I'm not really going to be riding my dirt bike too much on the street, like around town. I mean, I'll do it every now and again, but that thing's really a dirt bike. And like I've said in previous videos, I mainly got that so I'm never limited when I go out to ride trails or something. I mean, if I want to hop on the street or go camping, you know what I mean, that I can ride both the street and the dirt, because it's just like, let me go off on a tangent real quick. I feel like some people honk at you just because you scare them. You know what I mean? Like, they really have no reason to honk at you. It's just maybe they're not used to motorcycles lane splitting or being close to them. So you kind of scare them and then they honk at you. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, man? You can't just honk at someone because you're scared. Don't worry, I'm already past you. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm going to be riding that thing a lot in the dirt, and it's just going to be nice to ride on street and stuff. So I won't be riding the Husky much around town. I'm not turning into a fucking supermoto. I'm keeping it the way it is, and I got this babe to, you know, keep me honest when I'm riding on the streets. And I fucking love this bike. And it's funny because, like I was talking about this morning, when I got on this bike, the fucking power difference between this bike and the Husky is just freaking insane, dude. I think this bike's got double the horsepower that the Husky does. I think almost damn near exactly. And you can feel it when you get on this thing. I mean, for one, it's nice because this has actually street tires. So when you're riding the Husky on the street, it vibrates a lot, and you know, it's not really meant to be ridden on the street for long periods. But on this thing, you fucking get on it, it's smooth as shit, and it's just so smooth. It's so fast compared to that thing. And like I said, it's a completely different bike, and it just puts a shit-eating grin all over your goddamn face whenever you switch the bikes. I mean, this bike does it regardless, but when you go ride something else and then you come back to this baby, woo! I tell you what, boy, it is insane. I fucking love it. This new route has been kind of like my recent new daily commute. And I gotta say, it's pretty fun because I enjoy splitting traffic, and I'm getting home way faster than all those fools that are driving to work. I don't know how they stand sitting in traffic, because I sure can't fucking stand it. Oh, Miata. How hot's this bitch getting? So it's 100 degrees today, and coolant temps at 196 right now, 199. Oh, something to note too. I finally breached the 10,000 mile mark on this baby. I bought this thing with, I think, around like 700 miles on it, so I haven't put all of that, but still. This bike, I have ridden this bike the most out of any other bike. In the little over a year that I've had this bike, I've put more miles on it than I did my CBR 600 RR in 3 years. That was mostly due to England and its shitty fucking weather there, because whenever you ride, you're pretty much freezing your ass off, and I never got heated grips or anything like that, but I still rode quite a bit. I think I put in total 9,000 miles on it. So I still rode it, I mean, a lot, and most of that was in the first like year or two. The last year I hardly rode it, but yeah, it's been a great haul with this bike. I fucking love it, and I look forward to hitting the 20,000 mile mark. What are you doing? Look at this dumb bitch. Seriously? Ah, damn. She fucking hella run the light. Hella ran the light. Ran. Not run. She didn't hella run the light. She hella ran it. Fucking dumbass. This brings up something. Whenever you ride a different bike, the controls are sometimes at different places, and that's the same fucking shit. Like when that lady just ran out in front of me, I was hitting the turn signal cancellation instead of the fucking horn. That's why I didn't honk at her. And that was annoying because I was like pressing, I was like, God damn, it's not working. But I wasn't thinking to move my hand to the other spot. So that's just that's a bad thing about switching bikes, is you never know when you go and press that button, are you hitting the right one or not? And in that case, unfortunately, I wasn't, because I would have loved to fucking beep at that bitch. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be home in a couple minutes. Gotta do fucking adult things, and you know, I think I got some errands to do, go to the grocery store, some shit like that, boring stuff. So take it easy, guys. It's only Monday. I won't be posting this for a couple days, but it's only Monday, and by the time I post this, hopefully it'll be damn near the end of the week. So have a great weekend, guys. 4th of July is almost here, so look forward to that, and hopefully everyone gets a nice long 3 or 4 day weekend when that comes. So deuces, peace, take it easy, ride safe out there, and make sure to lane split. All right, guys, talk to you later.